Hello everybody and welcome back to UKSG Red 2024. I'm TomboD99. I'll be taking you in for the next few hours. So this event we're raising money for Crisis. You can donate with the links below the stream. We would also like to shout out ESA and BSG for their continued support. Now it's time for CBK and she will be running Kirby's Dream Land. Take it away.
Thank you. So hi everyone, I'm CBK. I'm going to be running Kirby's first ever game on the Game Boy. I'm fairly new to this run, so expect maybe some deaths here and there, but hopefully I'll do my best to show you this really, really cute game, like short and sweet run. And I've got lovely Roman on commentary.
It's me, Roman. I'm here to do the talking and the funny things with the spherical boy.
Yeah. Okay, so time starts when I press start on this screen. So Roman's got the timer button, so I can count you down. So 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
Let's go! Hello everyone, welcome to Kirby's Dream Land. This is the first level that many of you lovelies might already know. It is the greens, this time quite pastel pink, because we have changed the palette of the Game Boy this time. Because we like it, because Kirby's supposed to be pink, it looks nice, and this game is a bit different than what you're normally used to from Kirby games, because first of all, we do not normally have the ability to copy abilities. Kirby is still able to inhale and exhale enemies. We can down cancel to just swallow them and eat them, which is in fact faster, because since this is a Game Boy game, the more sprites are on the screen, the more the game lags, and this is the first mini-boss already in the game, which is RNG based. We want him to throw bombs at us, but we also want him to not jump over us, because that wastes time, because we need the bombs to spit them back. Kirby cannot attack himself directly. He does need either a projectile, which he can then inhale and exhale the enemy, or some power-ups that are in this game. Kirby can have power-ups. But it's not abilities as we know them from Kirby per se. But as you can see, the core part about this game is the movement, which in Kirby's case involves not flying. It is actually slower than walking on the floor. So we try to stick to the floor, we try to avoid spitting the enemies back at other enemies, because it creates extra sprites with the stars and whatnot. So this run is very, very much movement based. But also, since there are so many bosses in this game, they're also very RNG based, which the prime example is Wispy Woods. CBK, do you want to explain Wispy Woods?
Yeah, Wispy Woods is pretty simple. There's 2 attacks you can do. One is this, which is bad, because that just wastes time. It's completely RNG, as are most of the bosses in this game. It's a very RNG heavy run. We want him to drop the apples, then we can eat them. But be careful. Dropping our heads. It's pretty simple. Oh, careful. One hit left, so got a duck here.
And the first boss is done! Yay!
Poor Wispy Woods. He's a feature in most Kirby games after this. And the little Kirby dance. You see the origin of a lot of iconic Kirby things.
No, Castello. Action number 2. There is an ability, the microphone, but we do not pick it up because it's actually slower.
Yeah.
Another wonderful section where just the core idea is to walk. These masks, painful. You can't actively hurt them. You have to avoid them. This is just pure. Look at this. This is pure skill. Wonderful, wonderful right holding from CBK.
There's some sections of the game you can literally just hold right and nothing happens. Like nothing's gonna attack you.
This is actually like a wonderful way to introduce the boss in a later act of the level, because Lolo and Lala are the bosses in this game, and they work similar to this introductory part, where they just come out of their holes, push a little box to you. It's like, oh, thank you for the projectile, thank you very much, and we will just proceed to the next one.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite bosses, because it's just so hard to react to the RNG.
Yeah. As simple as the game is, as fun as the game is, it is extremely RNG based. There are some RNG manips, but they are very annoying. Gordos, as you see them, the little like spiky star thingamajiggies, really, really dangerous in this game, because Gordos in normal Kirby games hurt a lot. In this game, insta-kill. The CBK did a wonderful job, and this is again Lolo and Lala, difficult bosses, because we do not know out of which holes they come out of, and we do need to grab the boxes and exhale them back at them.
If you're really quick, you can get like this done in 3 cycles if you can react really fast, but I'm not the best at this one. Got to get them really quick.
One more hit.
Yeah.
Hit and
ooh,
second boss
just before he got in the door.
Perfectly timed. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite bosses, apart from the final boss, which is also quite tricky. Did you just stab?
Well, Float Islands is the 3rd level in this game. The game also has the tendency to, like many games of the era, ramp up in difficulty with the later levels. This one, visually speaking, my favorite because it's like, you know, the water level, the beach
pretty.
level. And I was halfway telling the truth. Kirby does have a way to attack himself, technically, because as you might have seen during the run, if Kirby falls for a certain amount of time, he switches into a, like, faceplant animation, which actually hurts enemies if you land on top of them without hurting yourself. Massively dodging the coconuts, double inhale on the crabs to remove them. Now we're in the cave section. A little bit tricky, gotta be wary of the movement, and there are some little optimizations that CBK has learned.
Sometimes the lag gets really heavy. But it is an RTA timed run, so you just kind of have to adapt to the lag and how to reduce it as much as possible.
I got very scared of the gold. So just inhale the box, exhale the box, and we're already through the gauge.
So that's a curry. Like, it gives Kirby a little power, but we don't need it right now, but we will use it later. I think the animation actually slows down the game a little bit. He like flashes.
Yeah, like, it's just like the more sprites are on the screen, the slower the game runs, which is a little bit tricky. Here and there, CBK, of course, using damage boosting because that is the name of the game as a speedrunner.
Yeah, a lot of it unintentional damage boosting. There's just so many things going on. If you want to get through quickly, it's like you need really clean movement. It's gonna be quite tricky with just 2 health points. I'll try. It's possible I may die because there is some damage expected to be taken. Me as a new runner, at least. So this little blimp. Just need to get as many hits in as we can. He's gonna shoot little cannons. I'll try and avoid them. Ooh, 1. Ooh.
Just focus, you can do it. Well, this blimp is a...
I expected. I'll probably take a death there.
It's all good. But that is the first power we pick up in the game. It inflates Kirby and allows you to shoot out the air consistently. You can see Kirby has an active ability whenever he like flashes.
Now I've got full health, I can just like go all in, just like attack him.
The idea for the boss is that you want to try to stay as close as possible to the boss, because the closer you are, the faster your projectiles hit and the faster you can spam them. And we've already been the 3rd boss, yay!
It's a very quick game. It ramps up in difficulty quite soon.
See, I didn't dab this time for you.
Thank you. Okay, after Bubbly Clouds, from here onwards, I find the round really difficult.
Yeah, Bubbly Clouds. The second to last level is the first one where the difficulty just completely ramps up. You see there are so many more enemies on the screen. There is so much more happening. The platforming gets super tight.
Made a little error there. So these enemies are really annoying. Like, you can't, like, they explode when they die. And if you get too close, then they get angry. This is another section where you can just hold right. And you just get through, like...
It looks super
you don't have to do anything.
So even the more movement through the cannonballs
Stuck here, and then you're cool.
Sir Kibble with his boomerang. It's interesting to see like all the enemies with all the abilities we normally would grab and or use, but in this game, nope.
Yeah, it's cute to see like where they begin.
Yeah. It's actually nice to like see Kirby just in its natural state, and as we changed the palette, Kirby is now pink. Did you know that Kirby was supposed to be yellow, which is the color that I prefer?
I wonder why they changed it to pink. Personally, I prefer pink. I think it's nice.
I think that's the reason it stayed pink, because of like, you know, popularity. People are, oh, that looks amazing. I like the bubblegum colored spherical thing that inhales enemies and spits them back at others.
It just shoots in.
Yeah.
There's a bit of pain, a lot of stuff going on here. Take some damage. I'm gonna try get this. Whoop. Oh damn it! Oh, I'll go to the whole room again.
Yeah, honestly, like, the game luckily isn't too punishing. It just resets you to the beginning of the room and not the entire level.
It's not like huge time loss.
So we're just trying to redo the level. Do we have any quick messages that we want to read out?
Yeah, we do. We have a $10 donation from Basti that goes to our Silent Hill UFO ending. And a $30 donation from Sleepy Jonathan that says, Pat and B, always and forever, my one true love. Let's see that Silent Hill bad ending. So that is going towards the bad ending. Right now, there's only $5 in it. So any donation can change it. So bring those donations in.
Heck yeah.
Thank you. This is one of the only bosses that's not RNG. It's just a pattern, and it's really easy. You just like stand here, throw the bombs. It'll drop a waddle do, and then you just like inhale it and throw it back again. By far the easiest boss.
There's honestly something I think is very genius about this game, is that the mini bosses in the levels, like the halfway through boss, is always like tutorializing before the actual boss later on.
Yeah, the final like level, so to say, is a boss rush. So we ate the little, I think it's a nut, I don't know what it is, that basically makes us have this little fire breath.
Looks a bit like an elongated lemon.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, I think it's a nut. And we're gonna have the curry. Does the same thing, I think.
Kinda?
Yeah, I don't know the difference.
But this is a bit tricky because there is a gap. CBK needs to slow down. You can't just spam and run because Kirby will drop.
Yeah, he'll just drop. Careful here. So I'm gonna do some like marathon safety just because of boss rush. There's a little like special area here where you can get a couple extra lives. It's just a few extra seconds. So I'm gonna just do that. It's kind of cute.
You have the max tomato to fill up your life.
Get a 1-up. Because in the boss rush, if you die, you have to start all over again, and there's no way to get like extra lives or anything. So here's Krakow.
Yep. Krakow has 3 attacks and 1 movement. This is the first attack where it just shoots out the lasers around. The second attack is this one where it moves underneath in this V-shape or U-shape area. And he can spit out a Waddle Doo, which we do want because that is the one with which we can attack him back.
It's basically the only useful one is a Waddle Doo. Everything else is time waste.
Exactly. And Krakow can also do just from left to right a movement across the screen. Doesn't do anything, it's just movement. What we do want is as many Waddle Doos as possible. It's a bit tricky because CBK also needs to react on the movement of Krakow because sometimes after the Waddle Doo gets spit out, either Krakow stays where he is, he moves, or he does the U movement. And according to that, CBK just needs to react on the spot.
Yeah,
last hit on this boss. And 4th boss done! Yay!
Okay, so we're going on to the final part of the run, which is the hardest part. It's like a boss rush.
Dab.
I love Kirby. Okay, now things get real. It gets scary.
But it's also time for the best song in the entire game.
Facing DDD. He's stolen all the food in the land or something. You know the story.
Okay, sure. A little bit of story time. King DDD, a wonderful fella. Big fan, wonderful soundtrack. Whoever composed this music, hats off to you. Peter V is like me, he enjoys food and decided, you know what? I'm gonna have all of it. This is like, King, what do you mean? How much food? Yes. It's just everything, hoarded. Now the people are like, we would like something as well. And Kirby's like, got you covered, don't worry, I'll get it back. And as such, we try to infiltrate King DDD's castle, and DDD's like, oh, you know how you enjoyed fighting these bosses? Wanna do it again? So that's what we do. And since the boss rush is a little bit of a repeat, do we have a quick message?
Yes, we do. We have a $10 donation from Calliope that says, "Go, go, CBK. I hope you have a great time at UKSG with the pink squish ball that is Kirby, and later on with the best boys, Knuckles and Tails.
Yeah.
Lots of love, Callie."
Oh, Callie, thank
Thank you, Callie. You say Calliope or Calliope?
Oh, you say Callie. I'd say Callie.
You just take the easy way out.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't even know what the other pronunciation was.
Calliope. Calliope.
A Calliope, yes. Go back to Lolo and Lala. Same procedure as before. The order of the bosses is completely up to the player. So CBK does tend to go from hard to easy, just to make it a bit easier in the long run. Because like once the difficult stuff is out of the way, the rest just goes more smoothly. Gotta get that final hit on Lala. And the last thing should be Wispy Woods? Yes.
So we've got 2 left. We've got
Krakow.
Krakow again. Yeah, so we've got to do all 4, and then finally we unlock DDD.
Yeah, also for some reason, like, to unlock the gate to the repeat boss, you have to collect another Kirby that's just there?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. There's like I don't know.
The only
Kirby
thing standing in your way is yourself.
Maybe
it's
that's
very
what it
philosophical.
Is, maybe. Kirby games always have some like kind of deep lore.
Yeah, that's the most fascinating thing about the entirety of the Kirby franchise is they're cute, the pastel colors, Kirby's amazing and we like it, and the story tends to, in many cases, be some eldritch horror story.
We've got 1 health here. Yeah, I thought I might take that. I messed up one of the hits there.
But, as we see now, the 2 defeated bosses stay defeated. That's the neat part, so we don't have to completely restart. And I think a cool thing about the movement towards the bosses is it's not just straight into the repeat of the boss fight, you also have like a little bit of a section that's like reminiscent of the level where you initially fought them in.
Yeah, there's a little intro bit.
I know it's supposed to be a cloud, but I always get like marshmallow vibes. Just imagine like with some chocolate zwischen like cookies.
Apparently Krakow's she. I didn't realize that until the other day.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, I bet still tastes nice, but with chocolate.
That's why the Waddle Dees like are more attack more in this part. They'll like shoot with lightning as well, so it's a bit trickier.
I know it's supposed to be like some kind of energy or whatever, but the little things that Cracker shoots out look a lot like tiny lemons. Sour.
Like the Waddle Dees don't walk towards you, they seem to shoot instead. I don't know if that's 100% true. So it's got Wispy Woods, easy. Leave that to last.
The most iconic song ever. Green Greens is such beautiful music.
Hmm.
That little pillar that you see there that looks like backdrop is actually it's a hindrance. We have to fly underneath it.
Yeah.
Wispy Woods, same as before, we stand roughly in the middle, we try to duck underneath the wind attack, and then we grab apples and sell them back. Just 3 more hits. Oh, a little bit of a time waste there.
Bad RNG. Obviously, sorry, go for it. I was gonna say, you know, runners at the top level of this, like the RNG can be really brutal. Like it can, you know, kill your run just for the over the time of the run. It can take up a lot of time. So on the final boss, scariest boss for me, RNG again. Basically, 2 moves are good, 2 are bad. This is good because he gives stars, and we need those to hit him. Bad because that just will damage us.
To those of you lovers who have played the Super Smash Bros. Series, King DDD basically has his up special, where he goes up and down. Good attack, we got a star out of that specifically. He can use his hammer, his side smash, which also gives us a star. He can use his running attack, or he can also just try to inhale us this time. Luckily, unlike in Smash Bros., he can't inhale us and throw us underneath the stage, so he just jumps back up. Yes, I am a DDD main, fight me. He's amazing.
And time is on the last hit on DDD. We've got 3 more hits on DDD.
Yes.
Oh, careful there.
So the thing is, we can try and bait DDD to like with the positioning. However, we do not want to be too close to the edge because that could get us trapped. I am ready on the bottom.
Okay, last hit. Wait, isn't bad RNG. We'll go away from him to do something decent for us. Oh, he doesn't want to finish.
He's just enjoying it way too much.
Come on, DDD. Oh, come on, DDD. This is terrible RNG. Give us something good.
Going for a bit of a walk.
There we go.
And
time.
Time!
That's it. And we're gonna get all the food back. Do a little dance first, of course. I mean, you gotta do a little dance.
We have to do the victory dance. It's mandatory.
People can get their food later. We just gotta do our dance. Yeah, so it's a really short and sweet run. Like, I'm quite new to Kirby speedrunning.
He has become round.
There's a lot of fruit going down. Yeah, I'm quite new to Kirby speedrunning. I normally run like indie games or Sonic games. But yeah, thank you UKSG for having me and for having this little run.
This is realized. Did you see that? Also, like, there's just raw fish falling out of the castle.
Yeah.
Just imagine going about your day. It's like,
I mean, they're hungry, you know. Yeah, so thank you, Ro, for being here on commentary. I appreciate it.
You're more than welcome.
1632. That's comfy underestimate, so I'm happy. Yeah, I hope to do some more Kirby speedrunning in future and improve this run. And shout outs to everybody watching and all my friends in the speedrunning group. You know who you are, and I love you all so much. Yeah.
Great, that was a lovely, cute little run we just had. Just a couple of donations we've had before you go. We have a $30 donation from Jason Eats Cake who says, thanks for having me running my very baffling game. Good luck to the rest of the runners. Be good or evil Sonic will get you. And a $5 donation from Tempest Mask 1000 who says, 1, 2, oatmeal and Kirby's really cute. Props if you get that reference. Best of luck CBK. Glad I got to catch your Kirby run. And shout out to all the community of runners. Now go kick DDD's butts.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
So up next we've got a bit of a bonus run. We've got Tiny Tim who'll be running quick snacks, beat the game. So we'll be right back with that.
Bye-bye.
Mi nombre es Carolina Franco.